I can't be the only one who used to wonder what it would be like to be the size of an action figure, sneaking under the fridge, fighting ants in the backyard, turning the whole house into a giant playground. That's what made the movies and this game so special. Back in 1999, Traveler's Tales built a huge world out of a single house and let us live out those wild, tiny scale adventures. So grab your boots and sit tight, because today we're playing Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Off the rip, you do know that the background music of this game is gonna hit hard. Look at that main menu. Reminds me of when DVDs used to have menus. Not much to do or see in here. Let's jump right into it. Yeah, let's get it. Talk about a creative level selector. The game starts with the toy czar at Andy's house. We're not gonna reenact the movie frame by frame, but instead, we're gonna control Buzz in his mission of rescuing Woody. If you're expecting to see Woody, off the bat I'll tell you, he's appearing once, if you can call that Woody. When it comes to mechanics, the game is very diverse and well implemented. The Space Ranger counts with a double jump, can climb into surfaces that are squared enough, and of course can use his laser to defend himself against enemies and sometimes even solve puzzles. As I stated before, we are in Andy's house, and seems like no one is home because you're totally free to go absolutely everywhere. What I like the most about the game is the endless and rewarding exploring that's beyond the tricky platforming. There is always somewhere to climb up to, there is always someone lost, there is always something hidden, so it's not pointless to roam around every corner of every level. Our goal on each level is to acquire pizza tokens. They are our method of unlocking following levels. Every regular level has 5 pizza tokens in total, meaning we have 5 different missions to complete to get the 100% of the stage. Rex has one purpose and one purpose only, and that is tell you what to do and provide no help. He is going to point you in the way of those people that require Buzz assistance. Is he useful? Yes. Is he annoying? Very. So, most levels go like this. Collect 50 coins for a ham, save 5 lost items or people, win a race against time or someone, find a hidden token, and ultimately defeat a boss in a fight. There we go. We save the day inside the house, time to head outside to Andy's neighborhood. There's one of these screens before every level. I really like it, feels very 90s. The activities we're doing have nothing to do with saving Woody, but the cutscenes of the movie somehow tie both narratives, so it has some logic. Level design, top notch, because look at this. Total freedom to beat the level in whatever order you want. Enemies everywhere, making the stage not feel empty, and if you want to just do your own thing and explore, you're going to find something. Out here we're racing RC2. As a kid, I remember replaying constantly the race to beat him, and I never could. But today, we're gonna check an important box of my list. I lost again. Yeah, he beat me. One very fun thing is the boss fight of each level. Usually toys with a mini face or directly related to Cirque, like the Skite. It was quite a pain to defeat, but nothing that the Space Ranger cannot deal with. Pizza token collected, let's go to the next stage. Some levels are gonna be straight boss fights, sometimes complicated, sometimes easy cake, but I'm guessing they are in there to smooth the flow of the game. In this case, an airplane that throws bombs. I really enjoyed the fact that even though they are easy, you do have to figure out a method to beat them. In this occasion, we just wait for them to fly by and lock in the laser. Pew pew! Buzz laser does have auto aim, which makes life easier in so many situations. Playing defeated, no pizza token, which is a bummer, but he said the line. Construction yard. If I am not mistaken, this is as far as I ever made it. And that is totally accurate. What I didn't remember is how hard the game becomes after this part. We all like difficult games, right? But this one comes with a price, especially when checkpoints are not at hand, because the difficulty does not come from enemies. It comes from the extremely unforgiving platforming. You fell from the 4th floor, you can learn from your mistakes and start over. And that can be fine once, but I'm no fan of chained together. At least from this part forward, a lot of people showed up to the stream, so it was nice to interact with people while I suffered. Mr. Potato Head and Slinky are also constantly in levels, giving you a couple of missions. With Slinky, it's usually a collection mission that you end up exchanging for a pizza token, and Steve Harvey asks you to find a missing body part in exchange for power-ups. These power-ups are important to complete the 100%, since backtracking is a thing in this game. No wonder I never finished this game as a kid. Level number 5 is an alley that we find ourselves on our way to the toy store. On one end, a very fun stage with a lot to do, but a lot being gatekept by the backtracking. So we complete what we can and head to the next boss fight. Still in the alley but a different stage, we are fighting a conglomeration of trash and slime that is also somewhat resistant to our laser. We have to accumulate enough damage for him to become small and hurt his health bar. Downside is, he becomes bigger after this. We repeat that process a total of 4 times and we have successfully defeated the monster. After every boss, you unlock a bonus movie scene that I'm not gonna show a lot of in case Disney tracks me down, but to put you in the context of the next level, we made it to the Al's Toy Barn. Really fun level. Parkour is done throughout this stage, you unlock an important power-up like the Nitro Boots. Everything is pretty much the same as other levels, but in a very enjoyable way. Looking back at it while editing, I'm confident that this is my favorite level of them all. If you're wondering why the Nitro Boots are so important, they're exactly what their name says. With their help, you're completing many timed puzzles or races that usually lead to more pizza tokens. Right after doing what we can, next up is Al's Spaceland. If I recall correctly, this is not part of the movie, but here works just as an extension to the toy store. Here we're indulging in more intense parkour, helping other toys, and even fighting another boss Lightyear as the level's boss, which kinda makes sense. One oddity during this stream worth mentioning is the fact that my camera fell. You're not gonna see it because I went to the bathroom, but you can hear it. Thing that also happened while playing the game for the top 100.
So much content that makes your camera stand give out.
Level number 10. We're past the halfway mark since there is a total of 15. 10 of them are regulars, 5 of them are just boss fights. Among these elevators, there is one very important thing that we're gonna find, after helping Stevie out of course, the grappling hook from Arkham City. This thing is gonna allow us to make it into even higher spots in every building. Very fun addition that is mostly used during this level and going back to unfinished business. But right now we're focused on going up all the way to Al's penthouse via breaking and entering. Here we're meeting Bullseye and Jesse for the first time. They are no different than other NPCs. Please boss, do something for me, I'm helpless. Difficulty was increased again here. Puzzles took different directions and added cannons that do not miss, so you have less time to think your next action, which is fine, but we'll go back at my main criticizing point. I don't care about your progress, start over, this is fun. At the end of the level, I took all of my frustration on the boss. Maybe the game was designed that way, who knows. I might be a toy, but I'm not playing games. It was at this point that I realized that I was leaving behind many tokens, so backtracking it was for the next 2 hours or so. Spoiler, it wasn't the last time I had to go back. The fight against Evil Zork happens just like in the movie, in the moving down elevator, and I don't know if I'm wrong for expecting more from this boss, but it was definitely lackluster. He throws ping pong balls at you, and it's immune to lasers, so the way to defeat him is with spins. Like I said, nothing crazy, nothing special. He gets thrown down the elevator, where he's probably getting crushed. While playing the game, I genuinely forgot that we're trying to save Woody, because we're doing totally unrelated things. But we made it to the airport. Someone in the chat was giving me warnings about this being the worst level, and he was right. Part of it comes from a huge map that's easy to get lost in. Not a problem for me, I'm well aware of my surroundings. Second point is almost impossible jumps. They want perfect time jumps, and even then, Buzz Butterhands are not clasping in half of the time. Oh, we're past the hard part, right? Well, there's gonna be fans now on the spot you're trying to reach. Stuck here nearly an hour, FYI. The boss fight for this bad luck level is gonna be Stinky Pete, which is odd. Who's gonna be the bosses for the remaining levels? Psycho? Pretty much like Zurg, lasers do nothing to him, so it spins it is. We defeat the antagonist of the movie, and we're well on our way to save our friend. Second to last level has all sorts of activities. Simple looking puzzles that are not simple. I just don't get it. We go on top of a moving plane, collect all the pizza tokens so we can advance to the last level. And we're here. The final showdown. Who could be awaiting for us in the climax of this awesome game? Finally, we're doing something to save this man. Woody is moving like that thing outside car dealerships. This is what I'm talking about. But right before we can lend a hand to the cowboy, this trio comes out to put a stop to us. Yes, they realized they didn't have a final boss for this fight and decided to put the last 3 this time all together. Funny, they also share the same health bar, and the platform we're in is very unstable, because technically speaking we're in a plane. It's a great final fight. I just wish we didn't see them prior to this encounter. But at the end, our name is on the cover of the game, and that means... We're done. You're done. And you're done. We defeated the evil, saved the day, and our friend is speechless. Gameplay wise, that is all we're gonna see. The game shows us some of the ending scenes from the movie, You Got a Friend in Me, and the credits roll. Absolute masterpiece that I loved back then, and I still do now. Thank you to everyone that supported the stream, it makes the whole experience more enjoyable for me. After the credits, the game goes back to the main menu, and there is nothing new to see. So that is about all Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue has to offer. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It helps me out a lot and might help others find the video too. Remember that you can follow me in my other socials and tell me what type of games you like. Thank you to absolutely everyone that subscribes, and thank you for watching this video until this part. And with nothing else to say, good night.